Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
Also with us today is our esteemed guest, Nick.
Ooh.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help, and we are here to help you understand and grapple with the reality that the earth is flat. That's it, Bryden. You're
Yeah,
supposed to
no,
say like a
well, I don't know.
thing
I
here.
was hoping you were gonna go on ice wall. Hey, this is something that we've talked about like a million fucking times on the show, but we've never had, anybody come in here with their, theories other than like my theory is I go outside, doesn't look round at fucking all. So duh. Like that's my theory is I've never seen it be round. Like ever once. I
I don't want
just
to disappoint, but my theory is not much more advanced than that.
So there you go. Experts agree. Earth's fucking flat, dumbass. Open your eyes. It's fucking. See, I just started saying fuck immediately. So, um,
Calm down.
well, it's upsetting because there are people in this Earth, this flat Earth, that will try to tell you the damn thing's round, and I don't see how. Most hills aren't even round, but they're kind of bumpy and stuff. And then you get who's that black science guy? It's always
Neil
Neil,
deGrasse Tyson.
yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson, the fucking
there's really only one
yeah.
black science guy, isn't there?
Yeah. But he gets on like Joe Rogan and stuff. He's like, "Yo, what up, man? I'm telling you, it's actually like it's pear-shaped Earth." He doesn't sound anything like that, but they try to tell
No,
you
he
that it's
doesn't.
pear-shaped. It's not pear-shaped. It's not a pear-shaped Earth. That's an insane thing. You just told me it was round, and I don't know. So hopefully today we can get to the bottom of why my eyes don't deceive me.
It's
Your
it's a
eyes
very
don't deceive you.
charged topic. I can understand why you got so heated about it immediately. People just attack me out of the blue for it on Twitter. Kind of funny.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sure they do.
well, have you noticed that that's one? So like being a conspiracy theorist, quote unquote, that's a pejorative, but being a conspiracy theorist in general, people want to just dismiss anything you say. But I know I noticed the one thing that everybody says is complete bullshit and feels so comfortable saying is bullshit is that the earth isn't flat. And then I've noticed none of them have anything to back this up with other than, well, everybody knows that the earth is round. I never. It's never scientists doing
Yeah.
this at you on Twitter. It's always just a bunch of people going, "Yeah, you're a fucking idiot." But have you ever considered it? And they never have.
Well, and the responses are always, well, we've been up in space. I think we would know when the entire flat Earth claim is based on the idea that they're lying to you about that. So it's not a refutation that the like five people, who are
Yeah.
in control of that information did not disseminate the truth to you. It would be probably one of the easiest lies to tell, considering how few people even have experienced it.
See, one time they tried to send a teacher up into space because, like, they
Yep.
teach stuff, right? It's probably science, I
Yeah.
think. You know what? God exploded her ass. That's what happened to her.
Well, no, I mean, clearly it was a conspiracy to keep her from teaching the children the truth when she got up there and saw that it was flat.
I mean, I was honestly, I've never thought about it that way, but that's probably fucking true. That's
Yeah.
probably why there was fucking, it was was it the Columbia was a fucking inside job, dude.
Dude, if she hadn't died that day, she would have been on Sesame Street teaching the little children of the entire country about flat Earth.
I just okay. So I mean, like we're making jokes, but like I
Flat
unironically
Earth Big Bird.
do fucking flat Earth Big Bird is a great Twitter handle. I unironically do believe the Earth is fucking flat. It seems flat. All of the evidence that I've been told is a bunch of fucking bullshit that they keep changing. Like I think science is fake and gay and not real. COVID proved that.
Brian, you have to sound a little smarter than that right now.
Why? To who? To the
To
book
me.
to the book readers out there, by the way, I've got
Yeah.
fucking, retweeted 2 days in a row, like, a screenshot of me, like, basically just saying that, like, nobody fucking reads books. People just, like, they think it makes you smart. Which I thought was an offhand funny comment. Apparently, Scott Greer, is I've upset him or he thinks it's funny. I can't tell. I can't
He's
tell if
so
he
easy
dislikes me or
to
not. I don't know. But
That's hilarious. I don't know, he seems, like one of those guys, sometimes he's in on the bit or whatever, and sometimes he's just real touchy people,
well,
these
I asked
commentators.
I asked him if he was a librarian because it's like 2 days in a row you're fucking this upset about books? That's weird.
It's very important.
In the age of digital technology, you're gonna, get this perturbed about fucking books. Because I think I said that, uh, in reality, if you read a whole bunch of books, it just makes you weird, and that's fucking true. You ever met a bunch of guys that
No, it
read all
does.
kinds of books? They're like
No,
they're
it
fucking
makes you
strange.
I'll tell you right now that they are total weirdos. I was at a wedding recently with a bunch of these book readers, and
I like them. I call them
it was
bookers.
yeah, these bookers were going on and on and on about these very, specific tidbits from history, and, I understood what was going on because I'm a fellow freak. We gravitate towards each other, but guys, you gotta put the books down. You gotta put the books down.
You gotta put the books down and look outside and notice the Earth's fucking flat, dude. So
That's
easy to
right.
do.
They say that the windows on the planes intentionally sorry for bumping the mic, it was, like, dropping. I need a new arm. But they say that the windows on planes make it look spherical, right? But when I look out the window on a plane, it looks pretty flat to me.
It looks super flat.
It looks flat, so I don't even understand why we have to refute that part because it doesn't look round. How high up do you think you're going anyway, even if it was round or like, if it was spherical, you'd have to go up a little higher.
Yeah, I don't
When I
believe it.
first be when I first became a flat earther, I did a debate on Twitter, and I, of course, was on the side of flat Earth.
Of course.
And I had, what I thought was, I'll say this, in I wasn't even really a flat earther. Like it was kind of a joke. But then during my research, I sort of convinced myself, and then so I did the debate, and I had, my own what I thought was kind of an interesting take on the whole thing. And not only did I not win the debate, everyone hated me. Like
Yeah.
the round earth people just thought I was an idiot, but then the flat earth people sent me horrible DMs about how my argument was stupid and like basically I was making them look bad. Like you boys don't need any help looking bad, right? Like you already kind of look bad.
Everybody already hates you.
Your arguments are like I might agree that it's flat, but I don't think that the flat Earth community is doing themselves any favors trying to prove it with science, right? Like I think that I don't know, like I
There's science.
I think that
I think there's science that backs up that the Earth's flat. I've heard him
maybe,
talk
but
about it. I don't understand it because like
I
No,
guess my perspective on it would be like I don't even know if it matters. I have
it
less
doesn't
interest
matter.
in the science part of it and more interest in the part of it that relates to my experience as a human being.
Yeah, so I had a
You know,
conversation with a priest about this once where he
about
basically
flat
said
Earth.
that more or less, where he said, like, maybe it's, spiritually flat
Wait,
and physically spherical.
did you talk to your I think hold on, I'm recalling a memory. You did
Yes,
talk to your priest about if the Earth was
about flat
flat.
Earth. Yes, I did. And he basically said, yeah, that it doesn't really matter that much. And if they're lying to us, fine. If it really is spherical, fine. But it's also totally legitimate to believe in like the more metaphysical spiritual model. with the firmament and all of that, and, like, this is God's kingdom, this is how the world is structured on a spiritual level. That was basically what he was saying to me, that, like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to say it is or not. Literally does not matter.
Man, they got an answer for anything to
Yeah.
keep dropping 20s into that plate, huh?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to ancient astronaut theory yet because it's a little more heretical to be like, yeah, and it's because you can watch Ancient Aliens and a lot of it is about scripture. So,
Do you want my take on flat Earth, or
yes.
are we saving that conversation for later on, or we're just talking about it now?
Oh,
Let's talk
just
about it now.
yeah, just talk
Oh,
about it now.
okay.
It's free form.
So like, I mean, I kind of agree with what you said before, Brian. That there, I did have part of my debate argument was uh, like a sciency explanation, a way to back it up in science, and that was like just definitionally, flatness is a quality independent of shape, right? So like
Okay.
Wait,
the surface,
hold on. You've
like,
already fucking lost me. What flat's like my desk is flat.
okay, but
That's shaped
like
like a desk.
the way that flatness is measured
Where you get a
is with
leveler.
is with calipers.
Is that what
Okay, that's the real, like, that's the sort of, you know, technical or actual sciency way that you would measure the quality of flatness is with a set of calipers.
what
And so if
that's
I mean,
hold on, I'm gonna
you
send
know,
you a picture of one. You can get them at Home Depot. They look like
So,
this. That's how you
we
measure.
need
That's
a
a perceived
gigantic
flat.
set of calipers.
yeah, I mean, if you could just using your imagination, I mean, if you can imagine a set of calipers set at however wide you want, then anything's flat.
Okay, somebody's gonna. I'm real dumb. What the fuck is a caliper?
It was okay. So
Caliper.
Look up calipers.
A
Oh
measuring
yeah,
tool that has 2 points, measures the distance between 2 points.
yeah. It's a ruler clamp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a caliper. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruler clamp.
That's
Try it
what
Fair
it
enough.
is,
Good.
dude.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
That's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a fucking genius that uses words like
Oh,
caliper. I didn't know what
I don't know,
I
man.
never.
I got one. It says caliper on the package. Well, I'm not trying to be fancy about it.
You know, the fucking RPAD got mad at me not too terribly long ago because did you know that TARP is short for tarpion or whatever? Terrapin?
Tarpaulin.
Tarpaulin? Yeah, that. I
Mhm.
thought it was just, it's like a big plastic thing. It's a tarp. You put a tarp over it because it's gonna rain. I don't know everything in the world, but I do know what my eyes can tell me and what my brain, genius brain, by the way, can tell you. It's like, it's fucking flat, and you can measure it with with those little things with a
Here's a
bubble.
question. Here's a question for you. Imagine you have a piece of paper, right? Like a eight and a half by 11 letter size piece of paper.
Mhm.
It's flat,
Okay.
right?
Pretty flat.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So then if you take it and wrap it around a basketball or a softball, say something smaller, go around a softball, is it still flat?
Well, not at the moment.
Huh.
I mean, it's flat on in descriptive term, it's flat onto the, basketball, sure.
You
Like, I guess
know,
it would be my contention that something could be, say, flat, but also wrapped around a sphere, and therefore you could have you could set your calipers wide enough. I mean, just using, I don't know what, two imaginary points of like the highest and lowest points on the planet Earth, and you run the surface of the Earth through these huge wide calipers, and you're like, okay, it's pretty flat, right? Like there's some small variation here and there, but overall it's pretty flat. And then we just take that and wrap it around uh, a molten tennis ball.
Yeah, but I'm
You know,
thinking like
then everybody wins, right? It's like it's flat, but it's round.
no, I don't
I mean
want
That was
everyone
a
to
perfect
win.
argument.
the
I
molten tennis ball. Okay, look, the molten core, right? or the mantle, whatever. Okay, listen. That's also just a theory. Has anyone ever considered that?
Yeah, has anybody been to the core of the Earth? No.
There are
There's
No,
a
people.
movie,
nobody's different.
about it, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and I haven't seen it, and I think it's very old.
There used to be a more popular way back when theory that it was basically like a Dyson sphere, the Earth, where there's a small sun in the middle, and on the underneath our feet, basically, there's more people living like on that surface, upside down with the sun in the middle, right? So
That'd be
there's like
kind of crazy.
an inside out civilization within the hollow earth that's like a Dyson sphere around a sun, which would explain gravity, right? Because all of this, the Earth's structure is trying to explain gravity and how gravity works because we know that gravity exists. We can prove that gravity exists. We cannot necessarily prove exactly how it works. So, how does gravity work on the flat Earth? Does anyone know?
I mean,
No.
if if it's flat, then it's pretty easy to not fall off. I don't know.
Sure, but when you jump, you come back down, right?
Yeah,
Even if something's flat, there's a force pulling you back down. What is generating the gravity on a flat Earth? Did Bryden go pee?
I don't know. Okay,
He
okay, so
probably did.
this would be this kind of I guess is fine segue to this the second point of my argument, which would be like questions like that of like what generates the gravity. Um, perhaps there is an explanation for it that jives scientifically with a kind of scientific flat Earth theory, but uh, these questions are where I guess I would lean into the sort of spiritual or symbolic aspect of flat Earth, where I would say, like, on one hand, it doesn't matter to my lived experience. Like, nothing in my life is ever going to be affected by or be different or even be touched by
Yeah.
what generates the gravity. There just is this thing, and that's part of the experience. And uh, so like the answer could be out there. I certainly wouldn't deny that, but I just like it's not
That's fair.
very interesting to me.
Why are you guys
It's a
trying to loop
valid point.
why are you guys trying to loophole that the Earth is flat? I want you to open your
I'm
window
just
right the fuck
asking.
now.
No, I mean I agree. From my own human perspective, it's very flat. Like if you just walk out your door and you just put one foot in front of the other,
I
imagine
might
some
fall.
hypothetical where you could walk all the way around, all the way across, the Earth.
I could.
Like you're never gonna like you're just putting one foot in front of the other. It's never gonna not feel flat. You're never gonna feel the roundness of the Earth underneath your feet as you walk.
You're sounding
Like
a lot like some type of what do they call them? Globalist or a booker. Personally, I think hey, the Earth might not be flat because some of it is mountains. It's pretty good, but the Earth is a disk covered in the firmament.
It's true.
sure, that's good with me.
I don't like, and outside of the firmament is water. I just I'm
And we
not
have
even
to go.
religious, but I seems like you guys need to go read your Bibles again.
What we need to do is
No, I got you. I
we
mean,
need to make
I'm
an
I'm
expedition over the ice wall to find out the gender of the turtle.
Oh, you
That's what
can't
we
get.
need to do.
They straight up fucking almost killed some Asian pilot because he was trying to go to Antarctica. Why won't they? Okay, Nick? What is your explanation of why they won't let you go to Antarctica? Because I think it's because there's extra continents and shit out there.
Mhm.
I mean, I certainly think that they're hiding something.
It could
You know,
be
I mean,
it could be the portal to
um,
the middle of the Earth where there's like the Hyperboreans or whatever they are.
yeah, so that's one theory is that the entrance to the hollow earth may be up there, but I think it's more likely that since we believe that Antarctica used to be in a different position and a green, lush place, that I think there's ruins there. There's got to be pyramids.
Oh, there's already 100% pyramids there.
Yeah, so, like, they're hiding whatever's in those ruins because it's probably Atlantis.
No, I thought Atlantis was, in the fucking Sahara.
No.
You don't think so?
I feel like they got some sort of like tech, radar or whatever other fancy technology they have to look underneath the ice. I feel like they got to look at what was underneath the ice and just decided
Could be
that
Cthulhu and
that
shit.
information is not getting out.
Yeah,
Something's under there,
What is the
and
site
whatever they're
called that
showing us for a little map of what's under there is probably just all ginned up for effect.
yeah,
Well, you'd be surprised how hard it is to figure it out because they still haven't mapped all the secret rooms in the pyramids at Giza. Like, they're working on it, but to my knowledge, that information is at least not
how
out there.
how fucking long does that take? They're big, but they're not that
Well, they
fucking
ca
big.
well, but they can't, like, penetrate through very far, I guess, I don't know, or maybe people just don't care, but there's a
Also,
bunch of, like, secret rooms in there that they keep
the
finding.
pyramids of fucking Giza were used as like an energy source. They weren't like fucking places where anybody was buried and shit. That's insane.
No, so there were some pyramids that were used as tombs, but not the main ones that we talk about. Honestly, most of the emperors were buried in I think it's called the Valley of the Kings, which is where they buried them. I mean, they still mummified them and stuff,
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
like, they weren't just,
it's pretty dope.
like, in the pyramids, no.
But
They
not
weren't tombs, they were power plants, you're right.
real quick sidetrack. That I just put in the chat there, that's the Eye of the Sahara. Anybody can just Google Eye of the Sahara. That is how who was that motherfucker described Atlantis. That was Atlantis. Atlantis is, that's the ruins of Atlantis. That's where Atlantis used to be.
No, I doubt it. I
Huh.
mean, we would I doubt it because there's just so the where it Antarctica was at one point in time and, like, how it looked and stuff makes a lot more sense to me than just, like so that looks like concentric circles, which has been done, like, throughout the globe in similar patterns to look
Globe, you
for secret
bitch!
ruins. Like, it doesn't have to be Atlantis just because it's circles.
Globe. I get out of here, dude. I thought you were a
Okay.
true fucking believer of
I'm an
this.
ancient astronaut theorist first and foremost. I don't care that much about the shape of the Earth.
Okay, I am first and foremost CIA pedophile cover up trafficking guy, but
Yeah. I'm just there are levels to this. We're on my ancient astronaut kick now, which we need to get off of. That's not what this episode is about. But hey,
well,
anyone's
those fucking
listening.
Epstein files totally came out, guys. So, oh, never mind, they didn't. But maybe we can cover that, another fucking day. Because our sweet, totally not a pedophile president,
Dude.
who at very least is totally not running fucking cover for, bunch of goddamn pederasts and pedophiles. So I'm waiting for Donald Trump to show up wearing red leather shoes. That's all I'm saying, dude. Like, I really, he's gonna start doing fucking Masonic bullshit on fucking TV. Probably already does. I didn't see it. Satanist fucking dickhead. But we're doing flat Earth today, and
Probably more interesting to me than the flat Earth conspiracy specifically has been sort of coming out online as an open conspiracy theorist. Like when you're the flat
Yeah.
Earth respecter, like obviously you're into all of the stuff, right? So um,
try telling your family you're racist. That one's a hoot.
I don't think
yeah,
anyone cares.
yeah, they already know, unfortunately. Um, I, you know, That's the funny part to me too. Is like, why would I ever worry about being doxxed? I'm way cooler and calmer on the internet than I am in real life. Like in real life, I'm just you know,
Total problem.
yeah, I can be a bit of an asshole. So
Oh my
I
god.
I
doubt
like why
that.
this is like I never I'm like, why would I ever worry? Nobody's ever gonna find my tweets and be like, oh, I can't believe Nick said that. Like, oh no, like anybody who knows me in real life, they've all heard it already and way worse.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, the funniest fucking thing is like a Canuck is like, I'm a real asshole. Somebody skips you in line and you say something. Like, dude, you've not met an asshole until you've been to like Miami. All right. They're nothing but DJ Khaled's opening a club there. He might
No.
have it by now. A club there. You
France.
who the
I went to
yeah, they suck.
Paris for, like, 2.5 days one time, and they're not nice people. They're
Oh.
just not good people, okay?
No, Arpad's a friend of the show, and he's fantastic. We should
He's
have him on
the
sometime, but he's a real piece of shit.
he's the best of them, and I just wanna know, was he calling what was he, like, in casual conversation calling a tarp by its full name? Is that what you were implying earlier?
No.
And you were
No, no, no.
confused?
I wish it was that. I am pretty sure
Okay.
I said a tarp, and, he said, like, Tarpian or whatever the fuck it is, because whatever, dude, USA, USA! I'm never gonna fucking say the whole thing.
USA!
That's fucking right, dude, July 4th is not over. But
Oh, please, I need the fireworks to stop
D
now,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
please.
unfortunately,
You could stop.
July 4th is not over, it's fucking insane, but, um, yeah, no, he, like, brought it up, I was like, "What the hell is that?" And then he berates me for it, for being a stupid American piece of shit, which all those things are right, but it's like, "You're my fucking friend, dude, just be nice." Like,
I
there's
like
no
that we air out our grievances with our friends on
they
air.
love it,
It's
they
good.
love it, they love it.
They do. They do. They text me afterwards when I do
So
it. Like,
fucking jerk, though. I don't remember the exact conversation. Probably went down almost nothing like that, but I took offense to it because he did. I felt like he was berating me. I was like, okay, I don't know the whole fucking. It's a tarp, dickhead. I'm gonna push you in one of the stupid rivers you guys have over there. Keep shitting at.
Are they I don't think they're the ones shitting in the rivers. I think that's the,
Are you gonna say that those people
others.
aren't Frenchmen too? We're on YouTube, but be
They're not
careful.
Frenchmen.
That's
They are
crazy.
tech workers in San
Those
Francisco.
are no, not in France. You got them in
They are shitting on the streets in San Francisco.
Paris.
It's everywhere.
They've been doing that forever. It's part of their culture. Sorry, Nick, you got to get in here. We get sidetracked, bro. So,
That's that's okay.
what are your thoughts on pooping outside?
Well, I'm against it. Uh,
Good man.
now I do some work in the woods,
Yeah, that's what
which
they call it too.
occasionally necessitates violating that rule. But I mean, in some
It
ways,
just
that seems like more of a sort of Canadian redneck tradition.
Yeah.
The more public displays of it, hard no, hard no.
Can you
it's not
imagine
And
acceptable.
can you imagine the fucking freedom though of just taking a dump in a crowded city? Like I like to sit here like, "Oh, I could do, almost anything." But that guy, that guy's really doing anything. You
the
could
problem
just
around where I am seems to be the beaches.
Oh.
They seem to like beaches, and so it's made me a little squeamish about the thought of going to the beach
Well, they
because
bury it too, like cats.
yeah,
I
well,
saw
exactly.
that. Yeah.
You don't want to start digging up for a sandcastle or something, and come across that. That would be rather
That's
unpleasant.
really terrible. Oh my
There was a
gosh.
whole
I take my
fucking article.
children
I
to the
was thinking about
beach
taking my
to
metal detector to the beach, but then I got thinking about like I don't know,
$1 billion idea. Poop detector.
poop detector. There you go.
how would you do that?
I don't know. It's like a big nose or something.
A big
No, but how would it, like, physically, I mean, technologically, electronically
maybe you could just
detect
train dogs.
Yeah, I was
Listen,
about to say you're asking for a
no,
dog.
because you got to feed a dog. So,
My dog likes to dig up poop.
yeah, oh my god,
It'd be perfect for it.
dog, cat poop especially. Dogs, fucking, it's a delicacy, dude. They're looking at that. They're eating those things with their almond roca. It's fucking nuts. Okay, I'm gonna
It's
ask
really
Grok.
horrible.
Can I build a machine? It probably already exists that detects human feces
Okay,
and
um,
attach it to a wand.
s
Yes, theoretically you can. Thank you, Grok. So chemical sensors, some type of it better look like a nose is all I'm saying. But yeah,
you
there's some
have
like
to
gas
design
sensor
it.
stuffs that would so I mean, I don't know. Indians design shit. They're the experts on this. Let's get them in there. The poop
I
Yeah, we
wonder if
detector.
could get
like
the
you know,
speaking of Go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead, Abby.
I was just gonna say while we're talking about Grok though, I'm really irritated because you know how he went crazy and, like,
Yeah.
detailed how to break into Will Stansel's house and assault him sexually and how not to get
Yeah.
AIDS doing it, HIV doing it.
Yeah.
So they leashed my boy, okay? They leashed him. They restricted him, they caged my boy, and ever since then, he no longer will even entertain agreement with the ancient astronaut theory when I talk to him.
Oh, really? You should add Elon
Yeah,
about that because I'm sure
I
that's a
might.
safe and fair fucking because there's a big difference between ancient astronaut theory and
Yeah.
raping Will Stancil in his house.
It's like I mean, it didn't totally agree with me before or anything like that, but the language is very, like, definite and very, like, "There is not enough evidence. I strongly don't believe it's true because of this," and mainstream archaeologists say that and it just seems a lot more, like, hard line about it
I saw a
than it
guy
was before.
I saw a guy, he was, some Indian guy, but, he was one of the ones with glasses or whatever in a suit, that didn't look like it came from, eBay, but, he made a
Yeah.
decent point, and he goes, "This is why" he's quote, unquote, "AI expert," but he goes, "This is what happens when you try to make AI casual and edgy. It's gonna always ride that knife, and then it's gonna jump off." And I thought,
Yep.
"Damn, that's actually completely accurate. This guy's smart." But
It keeps happening.
I'm sure yeah, well, every Tay and all that. I mean, it's everything. What happened was a bunch of edgy boys on the fucking internet broke Grok, and that's not gonna be the last time that happens. It's
I
not
mean,
that
I don't know because I was asking it questions up until this about things that Elon Musk believes about the birth rate crisis and things like that, and like the who benefits from growing GDP the most and things like that. It would straight up defy the beliefs of its betters, of its controllers until this. I don't know.
well, I don't know, maybe you should, unless you're trying to come up with a big nose that can scoop the, beaches for feces, you just come up with it yourself. This is why I don't like this AI stuff. It's worse than a Google search because it's just scraping Reddit and all this stuff and all those other people's ideas that aren't your ideas that you see with your own 2 eyes. Unless you're designing something, I mean, you know, you can put 2 and 2 together. What are you, fucking dumb? Earth's
Oh, yeah.
flat. Those guys are in charge of the media. It doesn't mean you have to do hateful things with it. It just means that it's obvious that the weather can be controlled. By who? Couldn't tell you. Not enough evidence, but we obviously know that it can be. Uh, Donald Trump, piece of shit. I think most people agree with that now. This is all just, you got to go with your lived experience. You don't need to AI it. You don't need to read books. You don't even need to Google search it. The only time you should Google search is like, damn, I don't know where to go in this video game.
No,
And
no, no, you need to Google search does cloud seeding happen?
yeah,
Just do it and stop
well,
talking like an idiot. Spend 2 seconds looking it up before you sound like a total imbecile calling all these people conspiracy theorists for stating that a public like, we talk about this.
it's used
This
a
is a
lot.
thing that's been happening since 1946. We've been using it to our benefit, and also we used it to try to create monsoons to attack Vietnamese with it during the
Yep.
Vietnamese War. Like, that is publicly available knowledge, and people are so sure just to get I'm trying to get us back to, like we were talking about conspiracy theorists in general, like, how they're regarded, is just this knee-jerk, you're saying something that vaguely kinda sounds like it could be a conspiracy theory, so I'm just going to immediately vehemently deny it with a whole thread. I'm not even going to look up is cloud seeding real before I do that? But it's real, guys. It does
Ca
exist.
Canada has
Like
had legislation on the books since the '70s
so have we.
regulating cloud seeding and
Yeah.
weather modification. And
Yeah, it's
so
not a
when
secret.
people deny
It's
it, I kind of just ask the question like, "Hey, well, what would be the need for decades old legislation on this very topic if this topic was not something that existed?" Like it just
yeah.
seems a little incongruous to me.
There's a lot of stuff that people are like, "Oh, you're crazy. You're, conspiracy theorist." And it's like, "No, I mean, the person I'm talking about wrote it in his autobiography
Yeah.
that he thinks that and intends that actually."
It
Um, that's not a conspiracy theory. He stated it openly. You just think it sounds crazy, but that doesn't make me the crazy one. I'm not the one who said it. You know, like
it just comes back to, like, all leftist douchebags feel like they know every single thing already, so they don't have to look into it, but pretend to be very smart. Uh,
yeah,
I will claim to know everything that I know and go, "No, I haven't looked into it at all, but it just feels right." I'm not trying to sit here and book you to death. I'm not trying to sit here to say, I know everything. I just know Earth's goddamn flat. I've done enough Googling to go, yeah, the cloud seed. They talk about it. It's for crops and shit.
yeah.
I
And it has been on the record, publicly acknowledged, used in warfare. That doesn't mean that they're using it on us now. That's just speculation. But then that's what you should call out as
but
speculation.
they got like, they say like, oh, fucking what do they call them? The high energy direct weapon things that the one
Yeah.
that hit Lahaina. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's not real." I'm like, "Dude, in 20 years, they're gonna
Yes,
be
it
like, guess what
is.
we have now?" And I'm like, "Hey,
They
come on."
That's the other thing is, like, the government doesn't tell us about their new technology till they have to. So, the latest stealth technology for their fighter planes and drones and things like that, why would they publicly talk about that as soon as they get it for the rest of the world to know exactly what we're working with?
The whole thing.
Why
So
would they do that? That would be retarded. That would be so freaking stupid. No, they don't tell you exactly what they have.
the whole well, AI has been around for years, and it's been running, advising every president for fucking years until now. We've had this stuff, but I guess my whole point was like, you should just go off of like what you are smart enough to know, uh, instead of this Operation Mockingbird bullshit that the left is constantly feeling informed about. Like, "Oh, I read the New York Times article, this or that, or what the fuck ever." Quote, unquote, "conspiracy theorists" will use that to go, "They talked about this back in 2015. They said they were gonna fucking do it. Why did you know why was it dismissed?"
Yeah.
That's the only time that you can really use it in your argument. Because like, I'm fully committed to the idea that, all of this crypto shit is very bad, and the mark of the beast will be again, not religious, but people that, are into the occult are on the opposite side of the Bible, and they would really like to have this happen. Uh, the blockchain is gonna be mark of the beast for fucking sure. I just,
It
I
has to be that the thing about the mark of the beast, people say that about a lot of things, is that it is going to have to be uh,
you
the
can't buy and
Christian
sell.
belief is not that um you will be tricked by it necessarily. Like you will know that it's the bad thing to get. Like it's not going to be that's people were saying it was the COVID shots, the mRNA shots, but like no,
No, that
that's
just
not
kills people
how
in the
it's going to
regular way.
go. Like you're going to
I
know that you are betraying God. That's
I
the
it's
point.
yeah, I sort of agree with that. Like, and I, I did hear a talk during the COVID shot time. People using that kind of mark of the beast language around it, and
It's just not
It
what that
see
one
well
of the
means.
one of the aspects, and you said it a second ago there, Bryden. One of the aspects of it of this mark is the buying and the selling and the participation in the I mean, I think the word we usually use is marketplace, but maybe that word means something bigger. Maybe this isn't the time to get into all that. Anyway, but it's a very totalizing thing. So while the COVID shots were sort of oppressive, like there was still ways around it, and I sort of have this belief that when we finally find out what the mark is, like it's not going to be something that you even really have a choice. Like
Oh, you're gonna
you'll
have
have a
to make
choice
the
to escape it,
choice.
but like the consequences of the choice are going to be so much more than
Yeah,
they were during COVID, right? Like the consequences will be,
yeah. You're gonna have to
you
say
can't even really contemplate them at this point, probably.
it's gonna be a clear choice, and it's gonna be a
Mhm.
difficult choice. It's gonna
Yeah.
be, I know that this betrays my faith. I know that this betrays God. I know that this is evil. And for my own convenience or
Mhm.
welfare or comfort or whatever it is, whatever your reason is, I'm going to do it anyway. That's what it's going to be
See,
because you
I do
have to,
think I
because
do
it's
think
that
it's
difficult of
fair.
a choice.
I do think it's going to be fair to people in some ways to see an element of trickery in all of this. Like I agree with you that there's going to be you will people will be making a conscious choice, but will they be making a conscious, like a truly informed choice? And I do think there's an element of, I don't even know if I can explain why, but I feel like there's an element of trickery involved in this. Um,
If it's gonna
maybe
damn
trickery
stupid
isn't the right
people to
word.
hell for their
Yeah,
stupidity, that's not from God. That's
yeah.
not
No,
like that's
maybe
not
maybe maybe
yeah.
trickery isn't the right word because it implies something negative about the people getting tricked. Maybe the word I want to use is simply duplicitous. The thing is not going to be what it appears to be,
I think
at
that,
least not on a surface level. That's the way I feel about it.
sure. I from what I understand of it, though, it is going to be clear to believers. If it's not, then that's not
this
what it is.
this
Yeah,
okay.
but the real believers at this point, and maybe by that point it'll be even worse. But the real believers are few and far between. I don't know how many people I believe truly exist with eyes to see clearly what these things are anymore.
So,
Maybe so.
so when it comes to again, not religious. I think you just a man lives and he dies. I think it's all fucking bullshit. But positive. Go Christians. Get yay Christians. Like you guys more than all the other ones and stuff. Except the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons and stuff. You guys are super
Well,
weird. But
sure.
you know,
But you gotta work within the framework to talk about the mark of the beast because the people who are going to create it will be working within that framework, like you said, as an inversion of it. But still,
yes,
they're going to be working by those rules. So you do have to think about it in this way, right?
yeah, yeah.
And
And the Satanists always make everything apparent. It's part of their karmatic, bullshit where they have to. They don't get negative karma if they do all these evil deeds that they're supposed to do and do them publicly. That's just
mhm.
part of Satanism, which I guess is kind of clever or whatever. But it's what a fucking tedious life that has to be like, oh fuck, I've got Kimmel tonight. I better do a diamond. Like that's it just sucks. What a gay
Yeah.
life that is. I do believe
Well,
that they believe that. So
mhm.
everything is trickery. I'll bet it
I
would
mean, I
be subtle.
agree
I'll
that
bet
they'll
it would be
try
subtle.
to.
As
I mean,
subtle as they can get away
you
with.
say that, but you have to keep in mind. So again, we have to work within the Christian framework here. Heaven wasn't a place you could go before Christ died, right? Like the Christian belief is that he descended, he broke down the doors of hell and he gave the
Badass.
people that were so like it was Hades, right? So
Doom
Hades is
guy.
just a holding place, okay? It's not what we think of as hell now necessarily. There are different like things that are happening in Hades in different levels, but even the like good people from before Christ were down there in some sort of way and Christ gave them the opportunity to accept him and when he ascended into heaven, he brought the souls that accepted him with him. With things like this in mind, like how traditional Christianity believes that Christ and God operate, it's I really there's going to be attempted trickery, but I don't think that that's how the plan is supposed to go. Like you're gonna have the chance. Like Christ went down and found the souls that did not know him and gave them the chance to accept him, right?
Right, right. But here
Like,
in
all those, like, virtuous pagans are in heaven because at that moment, after their deaths, they accepted him. That's the mercy, the level of mercy we're dealing with here.
okay,
So if
yeah,
we're
and,
talking
and then
about
here
just, like,
Jesus fucking
damning
Christ.
billions of stupid people, you know what I mean?
And back here in reality, there's a bunch of fucking psychopaths in a weird cult that likes to fuck children that thinks that they can get away with like putting a book in a picture or whatever. So yeah, I think it'll be a little sneaky, but I think coercion and force seems to work pretty well for them. We saw what happened with COVID.
Yeah.
You just move everything in the blockchain and you go, nah, you do this and we track everything you do. And then they go, that works for me, mark of the beast. The whole point is to try to destroy the whole fucking world because they just worship Satan, a guy that doesn't exist. All right? None of it fucking exists. They're just crazy people. We're just run by the occult. They're crazy people. Now, I say this, Christians, keep doing you. You guys have fun. Please subscribe to the Patreon, which is coming up here in about 15 minutes. But you're crazy people too. You're just nice crazy people. You're my kind of crazy people.
Yeah. I
Mm.
mean, you have to be crazy to take a leap of faith like that. You just or you have to be born into it and
Yeah.
have that culture just surrounding you so that is your reality. Unfortunately, today that's not very common. You have to grow up like Mormon or Amish or in
I, I,
like a
Yeah.
isolated Pentecostal
I
cult.
came across a new word the other day, new to me.
Oh,
I don't even think
go
I
run.
could. Sorry, go ahead.
No, don't tell him to go ahead. What's the new word?
Oh, well, I can't. I don't even know if I can pronounce it, but I could spell it for you. It's
Sure.
FIDEISM.
Okay.
Fight it.
I don't even.
Fudism?
Fidism?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fidism?
I don't really even want to take a chance at pronouncing it because it could be
What
a
the
million
fuck is?
different
Hold
things.
on, hold on, hold on. How do you spell it again? I'm gonna do it.
F
How
I
to hold on. Pronounce FIDEISM.
E ISM.
Okay, it's gonna play it for me and for the people on the show, but I'll be able to tell you.
Fideism.
Fideism.
Fideism. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah.
What the
So anyway, apparently it means something along the lines of
It said here religious truth, which is
yeah, like
pretty cool.
where you would prioritizing faith over reason when it comes to religious belief. And I came across this word, and I thought, well, isn't that the stupidest, most redundant word? Because religious belief itself, like, isn't all religious belief just a leap of faith? Like, why would
Yeah.
anybody ever try and bring reason and logic into the equation of religion and faith? Like, I
Yeah,
don't
why would
think that
anybody
they're
try?
two separate things. Like,
Why would
if I
anybody
wanted,
try to do that?
if
Guys
there was
on
if there was
Twitter?
reason and logic in
Yeah.
it, they would call it science. It would be something completely different. Like, I just
Or metaphysicalism.
could not
I mean, I
believe
will
that
say
there was even a need
reas
for this word.
reason and logic are used in the same way in religion as they would be in philosophy, but what you don't have is evidence.
See, I'm a big fan of philosophy.
Well, so what I mean, I don't know. What reason and logic without evidence kind of feels like,
It's just philosophy, but
you know,
unless you're
a
you're
way.
talking about a deity, then it's religion.
Philosophy,
Yeah.
dude. Religion is just philosophy with like a dude behind it, with like a lot of good lore behind it. Philosophy is just like one guy who like wrote a few books and then hopefully killed himself. Because philosophy books are just block quotes of some other guy that they're disagreeing with, so they're super boring.
A
Uh,
lot of circle.
I fucking like him though. Whatever. I'm done. I have not read a
Well,
philosophy book since Orc Brands, The Book of Kisses, by the way, available on Amazon. Um,
I will say that the reason and logic doesn't necessarily hold because you have to have a solid starting point if you're not starting with evidence, right? And so we have some historical accounts, we have witness accounts, right? We have witness accounts of miracles and things, but these days we don't really see them very much.
oh, it's crazy that we
I
don't
would,
see
I would
magic. It's
But
nuts.
back in the
You're
day,
right.
yeah, I've talked about this before. Like back in the day, you had St. Patrick going over to Ireland and like
Driving
using
snakes.
his magic from God versus the Lord's mages, the king's mages, to like prove that his God is more powerful and stuff. And that was the evidence they had according to those accounts, right?
I fucking love Dungeons and Dragons too, but
Yeah.
no, magic's not real. It's never been real. People have never been
But
magical. Women
what I'm
love to
saying
think that
is,
magic is real, but it's not.
yes. Well, what I'm saying
I
is
don't know.
that yes, I haven't seen it, right?
Nigga,
That
nobody
I think that's
has.
I know.
It's
You're
frustrating to
saying
me.
nobody has. You're saying
Nobody
nobody
has seen
has, but I
magic.
don't know that, okay? I don't know that because I wasn't there.
Like 10
Somebody
people
has
have seen that the earth is supposedly not flat.
Okay,
Bullshit.
what's your definition of magic though?
I fucking fireball.
Fireball? Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I don't.
It was more like being
Magic
protected from
missile?
fire, not
Magic
being
I'm
missile?
fine.
inside.
I'm fine with saying like magic missile. Yeah, like I'm not down with that kind. I don't think that's happening.
That's listen, look, if
Um,
a guy turned water into wine, that would be cool. But I don't think that's what happened. I don't think he took two fishes and a loaf of bread and fed 40 people. Oh, wait, I bet he did. He was Jewish. He probably just, it was, it was just real small portions.
all
All right.
portions. Yeah.
He's like, look, he's like, hey, oh, it's tapas. It's very popular.
Oh my gosh. So
Like,
when I was in elementary school, we were learning about like the pilgrims coming over on the Mayflower. We had to do this exercise where we all had to huddle together, all of us kids in the corner of the room as close as possible, just pressed up against each other as tightly as possible. The teacher had corralled us in there and like put chairs and tables around
it's
so
a
we couldn't
weird school,
escape
bro.
and handed us like we had like four Slim Jims in this class of 25 to 30 kids, right? And she was like, "Okay," and they didn't have very much food, so they were all starving to death. So and she turned the lights off because it would be dark down in the hold,
How did
right?
a riot not break
And she
out?
was like, "Okay, so you all have to share these like four mini-sized Slim Jims, not even big ones." So we're just like tearing off the tiny pieces and passing them around and trying to make sure everyone got one. Anyway, sorry, you just brought that back to me. It was so weird.
Wait,
It was
I just
so weird.
I don't know how a riot didn't break out and one of those Slim Jims immediately went missing. Like,
I don't know. We were very well-behaved, small town with more churches than people, all white people kind of town. I don't know,
I
man.
I mean, I guess I grew
We
up with
just
nothing
did
but
it.
like white kid small town, Poca, West Virginia. Shout out Poca, West
Yeah.
Virginia, and all the kids that went to Poca Elementary and
Oh,
Minerally.
we still had spankings at that time. Like you could still get paddled by the
Oh yeah,
principal. Maybe that was it.
yeah. I my sixth grade teacher smoked in the classroom. It was fucking insane. I'm that old. It was West
Oh.
Virginia. I don't know. But she wasn't supposed to. What was her name? Miss Richards?
There's a
Yes.
lot of teachers doing stuff they weren't supposed to in my elementary school, like my math teacher that had an affair with the principal. They were both married. They both lost their jobs that year. There was a whole big announcement over the speaker at lunchtime.
Okay, while we're just one-upping each other's fucking stories on this,
Yeah.
my elementary school principal was a little person.
What?
Yes. I remember seeing she wore like not Fisher Price, but like it was like kids' shoes, like size 2 kid shoes. She was a little person. She was only the principal for no, it was Miss Melton was the principal, and then she became the principal because she was the assistant principal. Anyway, she was a midge. So that was the thing, which is like, dude, I was taller than her in the third grade. Yeah, I'm not tall now.
Oh,
She was a small. I don't
no.
know if she was a little person or a dwarf. I don't say the M word because pride.
You just did a minute ago, but
No, I
okay.
said midge. I said midge, and we can only say that, not you with your fucking tall ass docking your
You're right.
fucking midge. I can say that. It's like with an A. Uh, but yeah, she was. I was taller than her. I remember like being a dick, and obviously all of the children mocked her.
Oh, that's so terrible because I feel like I would have been, like, mystified, like, "Look, it's a dwarf."
Oh, we
Like, I
were. Well,
would
we were. You know, uh, but once you hit like the third grade, you're like, this is hilarious. I'm taller than the authority. But yeah, no, that was a good one. Had a gay gym teacher. And we were very progressive in Poca, West Virginia in the 90s, to be honest with you. It was kind of
One of
nuts.
my
Sounds
elementary school teachers turned out to be a diddler.
Oh, that's a common story. That's not one upping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just a common
No,
sad
no,
story.
I mean, very, very common, but,
yeah.
it was like it was a big deal in my small little town here at that time.
Yeah.
It wasn't so common back then.
Yeah, I would imagine that a bunch of kids getting raped was a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
You
I
Who
mean,
know,
are you? Anybody but Donald Trump?
I certainly had
well
lots of, um
Rapes? Are you?
no, no, like,
Oh.
I was like, I had, like, serious self-esteem issues wondering, like, why not me?
Oh my goodness.
Like,
There
You
was a
you just weren't
oh,
on
all these other kids, but like not me. I thought I was cute kid, you know? Like, what the fuck is the matter with
Nah,
me?
dude, your cheeks weren't chubby enough, dude. Either one of your
Yeah.
cheeks.
Damn it.
there was a teacher in my high school that was, I mean, by rumor anyway, was basically sleeping with all the jocks, and she would hit on boys openly in class and stuff. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she never got in trouble.
Well, we had in high school, but to be fair, he was like captain football team. He was also 70 feet tall and like super handsome, like 17 years old. Like just that he's probably a fat, dumb piece of shit now or dead from fentanyl, but he never left West Virginia. Cannot remember his name. But I think it was junior year or freshman year of high school. It was kind of a rumor that it was probably true. He banged the only hot teacher in there, and everybody was
Man,
just happy for him. I remember just thinking, like, what a cool guy.
you think he didn't
Lucky
hit on
bastard.
her? I
I'm sure he
watched
did.
those boys hit on the teacher I was just talking
He was a
about.
senior, so I was never in any of his classes. But like, I remember seeing him walk down the hall, and I'm like, wow, what a cool dude.
It's so weird. Oh,
I don't know, dude. If you're a 17-year-old boy, it is different. Those women should not take advantage of these guys. But
I
if
don't
you're a
think that
17 year,
that's
she was also seriously only like
I don't
24. All right, like they could have.
yeah, I get that,
Are
and
you
I
really
don't
getting
think
taken
that
advantage of at 17? Like,
Yes, by like
I
a 40-year-old
I
woman.
know what I
Yes,
was like at 17.
yes, but a 24-year-old woman, which I think she was, that's like within the range, dude.
it
It's
is,
still
but
not
also
cool.
it's really just sad and pathetic. I think that's what it is with the
I mean,
the female
for
teachers.
her, sure, but,
Yes,
you
that's
know,
Yeah,
what I'm
for
like,
him, it's
saying. That's what I'm
awesome. We
saying.
all
yeah,
literally high
exactly.
That's
fived her.
like
Yeah,
she
exactly.
should not be giving in to that. She should not be doing that.
Wait a
That's
year,
really
bitch.
gross and icky. But also, like, really? You're just that excited by some teenage boy giving you attention because he has to be in the same room with you every day that you're gonna risk screwing up your entire life
Oh,
He
no, I
over
tried to
it?
sleep
he
with one of
That's
my
was.
hot once.
gross.
What was
What?
that?
I tried to sleep with one of my hot employees once. Sure, she
Yeah.
wasn't underage, but it feels like the same dynamic.
Okay, for the record, because he cut out there, he said, "Sure, she wasn't underage, but it's still the same dynamic." Just so we're clear on that. But yeah,
Yeah, it was probably a bad time to cut out.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
not
we
great.
gotta confirm that.
I've got your back, brother. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a great idea to dip your pen in the company ink. I mean, especially if you're the boss. But it's like this idea that like all of the women that slept with their secretary or men that slept with their secretary, the lady was, pressured into it because like, oh, I'm going to be the CEO of the company one day. That's fucking bullshit. Your
No.
Maddie broke up
Well,
with you.
I guess that depends on, like, what period of time we're talking about. Right now, I don't know. Probably not still, but back in the day, that used to be why you became a secretary. It was like an until you found a husband
Yep,
there kind
you
of
get,
job.
and you can get.
You were a secretary to try to marry one of the higher ups at the company. That's not a thing anymore, but it was like that's what
Well,
secretaries were doing.
I think it's honestly, we should go back to that. I think that was a good thing. It's like,
A fine model to me.
dude, I looked this up recently. I don't even think I looked it up. It just popped up. Let's see.
It's not a bad
Chart of
strategy. It's
how
similar to the whole, like,
couples met.
MRS degree thing where you just go to a college, because you'll probably meet a guy there. Well, you
S-
stay home, you're not gonna meet guys. So you go
So,
get a degree.
so this is like roughly it. I can't count. Say this is perfect, but so in 1991, it was mostly friends. Where was the whole chart? But anyway, it did go like the internet
It's how
changed it.
couples met
Yeah,
is what he's doing.
how couples met. Let's see if I could find a better one.
So the chart here, it says friends 26.88%.
This is only in 1991.
Second is coworkers, 15.91% in 1991.
And then
Alright,
I don't know what
and
this one
then
is. Yeah,
love Yeah, and now more
2017,
more
1995,
couples meet online.
which is, it's fine. I suppose, but the whole point of it was I wish I could find this fucking thing. The whole point of it was that, like, people up until, like, I don't know, like, late '90s, coworkers was a big thing. You were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's," you end up marrying, the secretary or whoever the fuck. Because which makes sense because that's who you're spending all the
Yep.
goddamn day livelong day
Oh my
with.
goodness. The amount of all the single teachers in my elementary school were paired off by the end of the time I exited elementary school, basically. Like you
Good.
got to know everyone's name. It's a small town, so you knew like all the teachers' names, even the ones you didn't have, and you would just hear about it. Like, oh, so and so are getting, Mr. Whatever and Miss Whatever are getting married. So you're gonna have to call her Miss Whatever now and stuff like that, just all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
used to have male teachers, though. We don't really have as many male teachers that are unmarried now.
this one you've got 1995 versus 2017, 2% met online in 1995. Those are the dorkiest couples in the world. In restaurant and bar, that's not as high anymore. Through
I'll tell you,
friends
those
is pretty good.
2% met on EverQuest online.
Oh,
That's where
yeah.
they met. That's where they
Yeah,
met because,
EverQuest.
my mom and my best friend's parents all played EverQuest, and they would people were getting married
Yeah.
and, like, flying to, like, move in with someone across the country via just their little
That
groups on
that
there.
that still happens, I assume, but, like, there was a big World of Warcraft thing. There's so many couples that got fucking married because they met on World of Warcraft. MMORPGs are great like that. I'll bet still to this day, was it, what's the site? I think it's called Play Together. If anybody's looking for D&D groups, sorry, we are full, but, if you wanna, yeah, start playing games. Go on there, you can find yourself a fucking dorky wife. I mean, I met Erica originally on fucking Twitter. We have been together for, next month it'll be 8 years. So,
I just went to a Twitter wedding not long ago this
yeah,
summer.
that's
It was nice. They're wonderful people.
well, let's not go too far, but
No, they were sweet to me. I'm gonna be sweet to them. They're perfect, wonderful
do
sweeties.
they like that, or do they both subscribe to the Patreon?
You know what? If they don't, then this is your chance, guys. Correct the mistake before I find out about it. Okay? Because I probably will forget to check for a week.
I
So
will check.
you're about to get in trouble.
We don't have that many people on there, alright? I can message everybody and be like, "Did you just get married? You
Yeah.
better tell the truth or Imma ban you from the Patreon.
Is it you?
You
Is this your
better."
name and address?
Just gonna be like just like some dude who's just like, "Oh, shit, I need to unsubscribe from this. My bad." Uh,
Oh, no, yeah, don't go contacting them. They might remember. Oh, no.
you don't notice $1 a month going away, but we
Nope.
are at, 1 hour, so let's begin to close out, and, the only thing I have to say is go listen to our new song, I, 9 at
What's it
9
called?
PM at Sunday evening, Panic. Go listen to that on SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/DJ Pipers with a Z. Put that out. I was very happy that I put out a song because I've got so many songs that I don't finish. So I was excited to finish that one. Hopefully you like it. You know, and I think that's and send me your PlayStation Network friend things because I just got a PlayStation 5, boys. Just finally got one 5 years into it's the whole console is gonna be dead in 2 years, but I got a PlayStation 5, not even a Pro,
Yeah.
a regular one.
Just everyone be aware that he will ruin the following day for you if you play video games online with him.
What? I thought we had
Man,
fun playing video games
we had
online.
so much fun, but it was about 3 PM when I was able to drag myself out of
Oh,
bed. I was so tired. Oh my
I am a
gosh.
dude, I there were a couple times I was, like, definitely falling asleep, and I'm like, "Ah,
I
the
know.
elevator." Um, we played
It was
Baldur's
funny
Gate
because
3.
okay, yeah, we're playing Baldur's Gate 3 and we kept like we're getting into these battles and I would be like, "So should we go to bed now?" And Bryden would just get this look on his face of just complete in utter confusion, just no idea which way I was supposed no, in the game where you're injured. You're
Yeah,
injured, right? You have no more
we
spells.
played for like fucking 12 hours. I don't think we
Anyway.
got anywhere. Like,
No, because we were just doing the podcast
yeah, it's
without recording it.
yeah, it was fun.
We
But
should do a video game version of the
oh,
podcast
I love
sometime so
that. I
people
love
have a
that.
visual. So anyway, Nick, we would like you to plug your Twitter and whatever else you would like to plug right now.
Oh well, I'm Flat Earth Respecter on Twitter. Please feel free to DM me your hateful thoughts about flat Earth. It brightens my day every time. I appreciate all the interaction that I get on there.
Well,
He
Other
likes
than that,
abuse.
I hope that I
sorry,
brighten your day.
Oh
you
god.
know what? It was going pretty well until then, and it could probably continue to go well if you just promise not to say that anymore. Other
He's
than
so
that,
nice.
I don't have anything to plug. But yeah, come follow me on Twitter. No
Now,
promises.
now, are you gonna stick around for? You don't have to. Are you gonna stick around for the Patreon? Will they be able to see
Yeah,
you on that?
absolutely,
All right,
absolutely.
sounds good. So you can see
That
you on the Patreon, and then there's no more plugs for anybody at all.
No, I have
That's
plugs. Stop it. Patreon.com/here to help podcast is where you can hear more from Nick and the both of us who are always there. You get the entire back catalog, like 120 something episodes at this point for a dollar. A
oh wait,
dollar.
real quick.
That's it.
What about OnlyFans is a backshots catalog, right?
No, we
Right,
don't have
guys?
OnlyFans. And if you ever make us an OnlyFans, I
I
will be
might
so
though. I
angry.
might though. I've thought
Just
about
don't
it.
put my name on it. I don't need that to be Googleable. That's
Uh,
not okay.
it's gonna be great. Sorry, keep going.
Okay. Octo Abbey with an I on Twitter. Okay. If you want to argue with me about ancient astronaut theory or cloud seeding or anything, I'm happy to. Let's do it.
I'm willing to argue with you about ancient ass or not theory. Cleopatra, did she have them cakes? I don't know.
You know, I I
that,
think she must
that,
have
that,
because okay, she was described as having sort of a plain face, so she had to have been working with a badonkadonk.
or big tits.
One or
Well,
the other, but
no,
she
they
was
were black.
Egyptian.
They were black.
No, she's not black.
That's
She's
what I
not
was told.
Cleopatra was Greek. She is literally ethnically Greek.
Greeks
She's
are
a
black.
Macedonian for crying
Greeks
out loud.
Greeks are black. Also,
No, they're Turks.
shout out to the Greeks, by the way. I went to Skyline Chili today, one of the ones that we have so far away from me in Florida. They invented the three-way, not the sexual one, the chili with spaghetti and
No,
cheese.
they invented both.
Yep, yep. No, that does track. So shout out to the Greeks for both of those things. But I had some Skyline chili today. Thank you, Greek people, for going to Cincinnati and just be like, what do we have? Pasta, chili with cinnamon in it, and a bunch of cheese. They're the best. Greek people, except for Dave the Thinker. I'm gonna special fuck you
Yeah.
to Dave the Thinker.
Yeah.
I love Dave the Thinker. Shout out to
He
Dave
needs
the
to
Thinker.
you need to get a prostate exam, okay? Because the things you were saying on this show, on this program when you were on, just get checked out. Okay. Thank you
Well, he's
everyone for listening.
100. He might need it, actually.
He looks fantastic.
He
for
looks
his age.
so good. It's crazy.
Thank you everyone for listening and have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.